The Marketing Funnel Strategy Show. More leads. More sales. More predictability.
Introducing Jared Hyman, sales and marketing expert. Introducing Serena Carly, marketing and outsourcing expert.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Marketing Funnels and Strategy Show for Monday, the 24th of January. Hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about what to do when cash flow gets low and my thought pattern around it and what you should do next to be able to fix that. So you guys know the deal with this show. We're at you 2 times every single week, sharing with you exactly what you can do to be able to up-level, systemize, grow your business, generate more leads, more sales. And today's episode is going to be no different. All we ask is that if we add some value to you in some way, shape, or form, just do one thing, comment below, tag a friend, share it with someone you think that might need to hear this message. Cash flow is one thing, I must say, that a lot of businesses struggle with. And there's times where things can be really high and you can be cashed up and have so much cash you don't know what to do with, or you do know what to do with. You go boom, 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 boom. And then next thing, you're on the bones of your ass trying to figure out, how am I going to change this? How am I going to, get this revenue back up? What am I going to do? And sometimes it can be just feel like a never-ending thing, just up and down. Today, I'm going to give you exactly what I like to do as well when things like this can happen, and how to completely stop that from happening again. First of all, I want to give you some fundamentals behind it, because what happens is when cash flow gets low, it's generally because you've taken your foot off the gas 90 days ago, okay? You might have got comfortable. You might have got, busy doing other things and taking your foot off the pedal in sales. I know, because it's happened to me so many times as well. And a large percentage of it can be a pattern. So if you're looking at every time this happens, if you look at it, it generally comes from periods where there's been inactivity. Sometimes what happens at the start of January, so to speak, a lot of people have pushed, taken, 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, a month off or something, and it's gone really quiet. And as a result, what happens is then it's like a race to get cash flow back up again so that you can continue to be able to, maintain bills or whatever it is that's happened. And, part of it is changing the belief patterns behind it. I'm going to show how to fix it when this does happen. But what I would prefer all of you to do too is for this to never happen again, right? It's so much more powerful if you can make sure that it never happens again and understand why it continues to happen and be able to make sure that that never happens again. So part of it is that belief pattern. Part of it's taken the foot off the gas. Part of it has been, taking it easy, cruising, right? Maybe the actions that was normally taken in those high periods have been lowered as well. Hence the reason why things go like this. And that's why a lot of people say, oh, it's the market, it's the market, it's the market. It's like, oh, it's coming up to Christmas, people aren't spending money. Once again, these are like belief patterns behind money in general that is stopping somebody from being able to achieve the business goals that they want. If you look at it, it's probably about like between 3 to 5% of businesses that actually get to $1 million a year. And they don't get there by accident. It doesn't just happen. Most people are, in industries where they are highly competitive, and they do get there in a very highly competitive industry, right? So it's never the fact that it was just stumbled across it or just happened. It just doesn't happen. It comes with skill. It comes with being able to sell one product time and time again to be able to get to the result. that you're after, right? Just getting good at selling a product on one channel. So it's like you got to look at why this has happened. You've got to look at what were you doing? What actions were you doing 60 days, 90 days ago as to the reason why it's happened now? And you've got to go, okay, now I've identified what that problem is. What am I going to now do about it? Because it's easy to kind of, get stuck on, oh, it is what it is. This is what happens. You got to get to the bottom of why it's happened to start with and the actions that weren't taken within those periods. Because if you look at it, when things get tough, the tough get going and they do all this action and this massive amounts of boost can happen. And then there's like a cruise that happens as a result of, being forced into these situations, right? So it's understanding that habit and that thing that happened to make sure that doesn't happen again. Now, let's say, for example, this has happened. I'm going to give you exactly what to do today in order to give that cash boost. Every business has things that can be leaned on to be able to give this business a bit of a boost up in cash flow, and it happens from time to time. So what you could basically do to be able to solve this is you can look at packaging together offers and services that your business has and do a bit of a deal on that for a bulk purchase. So that's one way that you can do it. And I know with a lot of, hair and beauty, people could basically pay in full for the whole year their services, whether it be cut colors, style blow dries, that type of stuff, packaged together, paid for 12 months in advance, every 4 to 5 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever that is, packaged together, sold in one hit, tallied out for the rest of the year, and people can just basically book those services or they're already pre-booked out for the whole year. If you are in say the consulting niche, for example, right? You could package together a specific offer where you go and take someone through a process for a certain period of time and look at taking a small margin of people through that. So if you've got bent up demand and you'd be able to get, say, 10 people on an offer, you look at bringing in a fraction of those 10 in something specific, exclusive, very small amount for a higher price than what you would probably normally charge, with some exclusive bonuses attached to that. I'll give you an example. It could be one-on-one type stuff for 90 days, solving every single problem that someone could go through, stuff that you normally don't do, all packaged into one place, exclusive, time frame, time sensitive, time off. There's a period of time you can actually do it between now and then from, and you can package that together in something completely irresistible that somebody would be interested in, right? And something that you normally wouldn't do. And who knows, you might turn this into a full-time service after that at very exclusive prices and very exclusive periods. Like you might do it once a month or once every 2 months or once every quarter or once every 6 months or something like that. It might turn into a bit of a rolling marketing routine that you run. It could be that you look at all of your services you do, and you maybe take 3 of those or 4 of those, package it into one price and sell it as a service specifically. You'll get this valued at this, you get this valued at this, you get this valued at this, and you get this valued at this. And you grab it today or within the next 24 hours or the next 36 hours, you will get it at this price, right? And whatever the price is. So it's packaging it together to make it irresistible. And you can even give it a different name to go along with that as well. You could call it our, 3-week or 6-week cleanse package or whatever it is that you want to call it, right? Depending on the niche, the product, the service that you run at the moment, you can tailor it in whatever way that you want. Now, kind of once you've done this process and you've gone through and you've crafted an offer, and there's I'll give you the elements just quickly again. if you can make something time sensitive, so it's only available for a certain period of time. Now, here's the key. What a lot of people do is they keep it going past that time frame. Keep it going to that time frame only. Once it cuts off, that's it. Nobody else can do anything. Secondly, you want to look at how long this thing goes for. How long does it go for? Specifically, is it a 90-day thing purchased up front, or is it a 60-day, a 12-month thing, whatever? Like, give it a period of time that this thing goes over. Give it a solution, right? So it solves a certain problem, and it's that whatever the problem is, it's the solution to that problem, right? Solution to the problem itself, right? So you've got to give it problem, solution. You got to give it a problem, solution to that. Okay. Then look at products, services, things that you can add to this to be able to take someone from problem to solution, right? Problem to solution, and whatever those packaged services are, you're putting that all into one place. You're talking what the value of it is of that product and what the physical price is someone will be able to buy that for, and you give them two options. They can pay it on payment plan if they choose. Now, I would suggest getting another company to take that payment plan for you if need be, and don't cover that yourself, or you do an in full price as well. And there's many different payment plan companies, right? If you're in B2B, there's BizPay. There's also MoolaPay here in Australia. There's also ZipPay if you're here in Australia as well. B2B type services that do carry payment plans for you and pay you up front. If you're in business to consumer, so not dealing with businesses direct, you're dealing with people that don't own businesses, consumers, B2C, then, there's Afterpay, ZipPay, there's heaps of other, there's PayRight, there's so many of them as well that kind of can carry those payment plans for you so you don't have to pay them as a business. So the idea is from this is to go, how much cash can I bring in as quickly as possible to solve this cash flow problem, right? So that's the second step, is you really got to go through and map it out. And if you're just tuning in now or you're watching the replay, you might have to watch it again, take some notes so you can really get the hang of this and get it, really get it. The next step after this is there's assets that you as a business owner can utilize. There's a couple of different things. There's an email list. So there's like earned media, right? Which is like your email lists, your likes on your Facebook page, your likes on your your followers on your Instagram page, your TikTok followers, your email lists, and your text message lists as well, right? If you do have influencers that you work with as well, you can also use those types of mediums to be able to get the message out there. So obviously, next step is you've got to have some graphics, some video content, something to be able to get someone that somebody can share, or you can share yourself, and basically use these mediums to be able to get that message out there. So if you're a business that is struggling a little bit with cash flow at the moment, these are the different things that you can do to be able to change that. So it's not necessarily, hey, I'll go out and spend some money on marketing. You got to look at what you have access to, what you can give as an offer, how you're going to articulate that into these earned media platforms that your business has already generated interest in, right? Because people that are following that page are already interested in your product, or people that are on your email list are already interested in the product. And it's a perfect time to be able to upsell, cross-sell, on-sell more services to people as well. And even look at this as well, like the current customers that are coming in today and tomorrow and the next day. Look at bringing this package on board and selling it to people directly as they come through as well, okay? If your business has retail products, you can include retail products into the service offerings as well, right? So you're not short of any resources. The business has resources. You just got to turn the knobs on those resources for the business so you can really start ramping things up to another level, because it's never ever a question of resources. It's just the business owner being resourceful, not being resourceful enough. And all you got to do is just go through the process, right? So go ahead, go out, implement that, make that happen. If you're having pitches on the phone calls with people as well, it's always good if you are specifically going to be carrying the payment plans for yourself as well. You will need to add a service fee of some sort for administration to be able to chase up those payment plans if you need to. That's why I'm like, get someone to handle that for you. If you have to do it yourself, make sure that you do put anywhere from 15 to 20% on top to kind of allow for the fact that you do or potentially will have to chase that up. And there's other administration there as well to be able to input into various different systems and things like that to get that payment covered and automated every single month as well. So yeah, you just got to make sure that you cover those angles as well. So, and if you are having those sales conversations with people and you are giving a program price or a system or a service price and then a pay in full price, make sure you say to them on the phone, so the payment for the program is price over the period of the program, or you can get a 17.5% or a 20% or a 15% discount if you pay in full today, which is only X. And that's kind of the way that you must articulate it when you're having those conversations as well. Why do we give a discount for upfront? Because it helps our business to be able to be more profitable and give a better service. And it actually also is a benefit to the client as well, because the client or customer, whoever it is that's buying the thing off you, it gives them a bit of a benefit too, because they get a bit of a better deal. So it's win-win both ways for the business owner and the purchaser too. So go out there, get it done, make it happen. Excited to see you guys share some results on this as well. But that's it for today. Do remember this one thing. If we've added value to you in some way, shape or form, make sure to either share the show with somebody you think that needs to hand this and hear this. And remember, if you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day, you must get out there. Every single day, you must take action. Every single day, you must make it happen. Remember to be the warrior. I'll see you guys on Friday, 1 p.m. Perth time for the Marketing Funnels and Strategy Show. Speak to you all then. Cheers.